Hey, welcome back to the channel Ster-e-o-type. Hey, this video is specifically for you Democrats. Everybody who said, as well as Joe Biden, that said if Trump got in office, he was going to use his position of power to evade the scales of justice, that he was going to pardon himself and dismiss all charges against himself had he gotten office. Again, this is also something that Joe Biden said he was afraid of. Well, in case you hadn't heard, this is that crooked motherfucker, Sleepy Joe, right here. President Joe Biden is preparing to pardon his son, clearing his record of all federal crimes. His son pleaded guilty of tax evasion and had a separate gun charge. I guess they didn't have enough room in the news to put the cocaine that was found in the warehouse and the crack that he smokes. You can't make this shit up. But this is the same guy that said that if Trump was in office, he was fearing that Trump was going to pardon himself. So here he is going to pardon his son and clear him of all federal charges. I got homeboys in the feds. You know, a lot of people got people in the feds. We can't just clear their record like that. He said that President Trump was going to abuse his power and evade the scales of justice by pardoning himself. And here this fool is pardoning his own damn son. He probably didn't think this was going to get to the news, but it did. I'm gonna let you Democrats just look at that for a minute. Because so far, since Trump has gotten, and Trump hasn't even taken office yet, but so far, I've been seeing different clips of him making plans to change a lot of things. And he's starting with the school system. He's putting prayer back in schools. You know, he's going to take the feds out of school and make the states deal with the schools. He's going to make it to where you can send your child to any school you want your child to go to, even if you're not in that district. Now, him doing all this only makes me wonder, why is it that his adversaries weren't? Why were they against that? Why are y'all against something like that? But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Sleepy Joe pardon his damn son of all federal crimes. That shit gotta be illegal. And to all you Democrats out there that hated Trump so much, and including Kamala Harris. Where is Kamala Harris? Because she quiet as a church mouse right now. I ain't seen her. I ain't seen her since she lost. I would imagine she went and crawled back under the rock that she was under for the first 3 years of Joe Biden's presidency, because she lost and she tucked her tail and she went and buried her head somewhere. And you hardly see Joe. And I guess one of Joe's final actions is to clear his son of all federal crimes. Now, if that don't sound like some bullshit. But again, Democrats, this is who y'all wanted. There's so many of y'all that y'all call Trump a racist and all this other shit. And you know, I've said from the beginning, Trump was gonna win. I knew Kamala wasn't gonna win. I wasn't voting for Kamala. I didn't feel like, for one, I didn't know shit about her. But what I did know about her is that she was the vice president in the same time that Joe Biden was president, and she was a part of his camp. So it's hard for me to think that she has different policies than what Joe has. So I find that hard to believe. I find it hard to believe that you have different policies than your running mate, and you're the vice president to the president. You're watching everything go on. You can't tell me what you're gonna come in here and do when you've had the office for almost 4 years now and you haven't done any of that. But here it is. This is the reality, you know. And people like to say, "Oh, Trump's a liar." You know, I'm not saying he's not a liar, but I can't admit that they're both liars. Everybody lies. I don't really give a shit that he's a liar. Are you gonna improve living for the American people and the people that live in this country. That's all I give a shit about. I don't care. I don't care that he's not paying. I don't care if he pardons himself. Are you going to make living better for me and my family in this country? Because the people that currently have it, the Democrats, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, all of them haven't. Like you want to, they want a whole another 4 years to do something that they didn't do the first 4 years. But that's neither here nor there because they lost, and that's a good thing. Um, one more time before we go. One more time, Democrats. I need y'all to see this, and I want to know what y'all think about this. How y'all feel about this? Because this is one of the things y'all feared most about Trump. Oh, he gonna pardon himself. Oh, he can't do that. All the crying, and a lot of y'all right along with Kamala Harris. Since y'all lost, y'all been real quiet. Y'all ain't talking shit no more. Look at this coward. Him and his son. Gun charges, tax evasion. So, Joe, you want us to believe that you're the president of the United States of America, the greatest nation. You're the president. You're the top. Your son is tax evading, gun charges, cocaine, and crack, and you don't know nothing about this. That's what you want us to believe. The only people who believe that shit is the dumbass people that support you and thought you was gonna be the next president again. Those are the only people who believe that shit. Nobody believe that shit, Joe. You knew your son was evading taxes just like you are as well, and you probably gave him the gun, and you probably get your cocaine from the same place he get his from.